Okay, so people have been asking me to read on the connection between Winter from aespa and Jungkook from BTS for a while. I was so surprised they had dating rumors, I had no idea. The connection between them was interesting, but I mean, IDK if it's what people will expect. I root for them as individuals, but as a couple, I guess we'll see. With that being said, everything I say is all alleged and for entertainment purposes only, and with peace and love, and let's go! Okay, so, Jungkook is gonna be on the left. Winter is gonna be on the right. Oh! And this is the energy in between. Oh! This is like friendship though, or like community or camaraderie. Winter got the 10 of Cups, which is like unhappily ever after. You see these two couples, but it's in the reverse position, so it's like sometimes that can be viewed as a little bit unfavorably. Jungkook got the Hermit in the reverse position, which is like coming to light or like being more clear, but it also sort of like, I want to be out in the sun again. I want to be with other people, because the Hermit in the upright is like being alone, soul searching. This is, yes, the Devil. Sorry, I was like, what am I doing? The Devil on Jungkook's side. Oh, Winter got the Strength, Major Arcana. They're very in step with one another. If they aren't dating, they would be a good pair energetically so far, because they seem very similar. Jungkook got the Devil, which is like toxicity, but it reads almost as like, and I say this respectfully, I'm just reading cards, it's like, I'm toxic. That's his energy. It's like, I'm toxic. Respectfully, I don't know. And then Winter got that Strength card, which is empowerment, feeling yourself, feeling, you know, like you're in control. And the 8 of Wands, oh, but that's his energy angling towards her, but that's also like the internet as well. Oh, people are shipping him with her more than they are with him. So it's like Jungkook and Winter rather than Winter is with Jungkook. What's going on? The energy's weird. It's not a nothing burger, but the energy's weird. Ace of Swords. Not being able to say what you want to say or not being direct. It's also, and I say this again so respectfully, it's the crown right there is like not being noble or not letting something grow also. Winter vibe, she got the Queen of Pentacles, which is nurturing something. And again, the Strength is like being empowered, but it's like being able to, like it is if you were taming a lion, and this is like nurturing something. Winter's energy is always very interesting. It's very soft, like a cloud almost. The 7 of Cups is illusion. Illusion. It's also opportunity though. Smoke and mirrors as well. What's going on? Page of Wands, Page of Pentacles. There is a connection here, but I can't tell if it's dating or it literally also, I don't know if they know each other, but there is a thread that connects these two for sure. The energy is reading that way. Because the reason why I say that is their cards are very in step. It's like, I get this, you get this, I get that, you get that. But this is a very clear example of that, but it happened in the other cards as well. The Page of Wands is young energy, but it's like passion, it's fire, it's creation. Winter got the Page of Pentacles, which is young energy, but it's like stability, it's like money, it's like building something. That's interesting as well. And then, can I say something also? And because I know BTS fans, you guys are very dedicated, and I say this respectfully, Jungkook's energy feels kind of like, it's almost like his intentions and her, they're not, I'll wait actually to explain what I'm saying, because I might need more cards. Anyway, because it's a bit. 2 of Pentacles though is like a lack of balance, and his Pentacle is higher than hers. This is like, I have the upper hand, and it's almost like we are exchanging, we're going back and forth. Okay. Knight of Pentacles. Pentacles. Okay. Energetically, and the energy is not super clear, so I'm not 100% on this, but it does seem like they talk. I don't know if they're dating, but they do talk. Because in my mind's eye, I see them texting each other. It's nice though, because number one, they've all got Pentacle cards again, so it's like we're on the same page. Their energy is very similar, or their demeanor in some way is very similar. Like that is like, if you met both of them, you'd be like, oh, okay, like you guys have like a similar vibe going on. I do think they talk. I do think they know each other. Winter though has gotten a lot of empowering cards, which is great to see. She got this card, this is like being in control, this is like about your money, but this is like nurturing. It's a Queen card, Queen card, Strength, love that. Also this card though would make me indicate that they're not together. I don't know if they've been together. I'm gonna say something, and this is all allegedly for entertainment purposes only. I feel like Jungkook low-key kind of wants to be with Winter, but Winter's like, I'm focused on other things, or I got my business going on, or it's not the right time. Winter seems very like centered, which is fascinating. She's very, and I have a reading that I did between Winter and Karina that I haven't posted yet. It might be up by the time you see this, but like Winter is, she, I don't know, she like puts herself first. And I think sometimes that can be viewed as a little bit like head in the clouds, or also like a little bit like selfish, but it's really not. Like she just like, I think she has very good priorities about like work-life balance, about like who she allows in her life. She has good boundaries. So for her, like she feels in control. She's like, yeah, I like it. Like she doesn't feel pressured in any way. She doesn't feel like she's forced to do things. I don't feel like Winter is, she's kind of like a cat, where it's like you can't really force a cat to do something. You just kind of have to like coax them into it. And even then it's not going to work if they don't want to. That's Winter's energy entirely. She's like, nah, like very in control. Jungkook, like, his energy is not necessarily bad, and I can't find the right way to describe it, or the right word for it, because it's sort of like if Winter is a freshman and Jungkook is a senior, and the senior is hitting on the freshman, but it's not, that's a bad example too, because it's not as like skeevy as that, it's not as weird as that, it's not as gross as that, but it's almost like Jungkook's energy is not the best right now. It's like his energy is like off, almost. Is he out of the military? I'm not quite sure. I don't think, right? Is he? I don't think so, not yet. I'm not sure. Someone will let me know. At any rate, I don't think he's doing well. I feel like I see him antsy, and I see him kind of withdrawing. And I'm not going to elaborate on what that means, but like, you infer. I do think they talk. I do think they text. I think Winter is in control. I feel like Jungkook would want to get with Winter, but Winter's like, I'm on some other stuff right now, whatever. I do think they enjoy each other's company. I don't think they're as close as maybe people expect them to be, but there is connection there. I don't know what all the hints or clues are that make people believe that they're like in a relationship. I don't think they think about it that hard, especially Winter, because Winter's like, she's just really not like in that mindset currently. This is like the fruits of your labor paying off. This is about money, and that's about control. But Pentacles is not always about money, it's about physical things. So like, Winter is in control. Knight of Pentacles on Jungkook. I'm kind of caught up on that, to be honest. Exchanging of emotions, yeah. Like, he can't, but he wants to. People are gonna flame me so hard, but like, I really believe like Jungkook likes Winter. I think he likes her personality. I think he likes Winter's I would argue Winter's a pretty low-key girl. I think Winter is his type. For sure, at the very least. Winter, I mean, because it's interesting, because like Jungkook is like a massive idol. Winter is like really not one way or another. She's like, yeah, whatever. Winter has hands down one of the most interesting personalities I've ever read for, because she knows herself, she knows what she wants. What she wants is not necessarily typical. Like, she doesn't want fame or success in a classic way. She just kind of wants to feel good and like be empowered in herself. Like, she wants to do her own thing. I always imagine her in a cloud or like a mermaid swimming alone, just like she's vibing, she's on her own, she's trying to please herself. But very like quiet too. It cracks me up. But I the only clear thing I know is that Winter is Jungkook's type. And they do talk, but they're really not as close as maybe people believe they are, at least energetically. I don't think they're dating. I think Jungkook wants to date Winter, or like be with her in some way. Winter, it's not necessarily, it's very much like a cat. Like, she's like, hey, and then she like, scurries off. She just does what she wants. I'm such a stan. The Hierophant is like doing things by the book. If this was actually found out legitimately, people would have a field day. I think people would maybe look more negatively on Jungkook than they would Winter, except for I think maybe more of the ravenous fans who just kind of would defend an idol no matter what. Not even that Jungkook is doing anything wrong, but I think it would be a bad look, considering I guess he's a lot older than she is, or at least seems that way, even if he's not, just because BTS is a very old group compared to aespa. At any rate, I don't think they'd get together, not for a while at least, because this is sort of like, this is how things work, and idols don't get together. That's like how things work, and this is like the exchanging of cups, but on his side it's like, I want to and I cannot. Winter is the Hanged Man, which is like perspective seeking, almost like she is trying to just kind of get her own life in order, and kind of like, I don't know, her energy is hilarious to me. Pinned down, yeah, Winter has a lot going on in her own life. She's trying to like get that all organized and together. The Tower on his side is like, oh, it really would be a bad idea if let's say like both companies were like, hey, like Winter and Jungkook are dating, and they confirmed it and announced it, and we saw a picture of them like getting lunch at a cafe, or like kissing each other, or like he's going to her apartment or vice versa. That would not look good on him, and he's like dodging a bullet because of that. They talk though, it's like friendly. It's like, hey, how are you? Oh, we're on tour, I'm in Barcelona, what are you up to? Oh, we're doing, I don't know, drills in the military. I have no idea what they do. And this is like contemplation. Literally, I see Jungkook as wood. Absolutely. Like, he really likes Winter. I don't know if it's like purely physical, or like he also likes her personality, because they are very similar. It's not so much that Winter does not like Jungkook, she just really isn't locked into that right now. It's sort of like, I want to be single, I want to be in my cute girl era or whatever. But it's also not as even thoughtful as that. It's like Winter just doesn't cross her mind. I think I've been painting Jungkook maybe less favorably than I want to. It's almost like Jungkook is not a bad guy, he's not a sleazy guy, he's not trying to prey on Winter at all. It's almost like his energy, and I feel like maybe we should just do a reading on him in whole. His energy is off in some way. Like, I see him like crawling out of his skin, that's what I see him as. And I think that's getting into this reading, because it seems like if he really wanted to, he could pursue Winter and get her, but he like holds himself back. Maybe because he's aware of what it'll look like, maybe because his company's like, don't you dare, maybe because like he respects her. Well, that's probably it, but like he holds himself back. So I think he could get Winter if he really wanted to pursue her, but he doesn't. Not that it would be the end of the world, not that it would be gross, but I think it would cause a lot of hardship. So I feel like if you really wanted to date someone as an idol, you'd have to make sure you really love them, because it's going to be a headache for everybody, even if it shouldn't, because people are a little bit weird. I don't think there's really any juice though. There's no like strong tea. See, lovers. Knight of Swords though, rushing towards him. They might date in the future because this feels future oriented. Because the Knight of Swords is like running towards him, especially with an idea. And this is like the lovers, like I want to connect. Because if it was in the middle, it'd be like, oh, maybe, but there is a possibility, but it's like a door rather than like a confirmation. They might get together in the future. I don't think it'd be public. It might be found out publicly, but I don't think it would be made public. Like they, you know, like hook up or they go on dates or something like that. But it doesn't seem like they have done that now. It seems like they just have like a good flow going. Like they have good banter, good camaraderie. I don't think they're that close. I don't think they're kind of like friends, but kind of like a guy friend and a guy and a girl being friends. And it's sort of like, there's something here. Kind of like, have you ever seen Zoe 101? It's like Zoe and Chase, where it's like, we're friends, but it's like, there's something there. But they don't talk as much as Zoe and Chase do. A throwback of an example. I low-key wish they would. Like, I just think it'd be fun to see what they're like. Yeah, King of Pentacles, I don't think SM loves aespa dating. Because Karina dated for a while, and then she had to break up with her guy because people found out. SM does not like that. I don't think they specifically like their girl idols dating. I think their guy idols are more lenient with because, you know, patriarchy. But SM I don't think loves that idea for her. I think the optics just would look... I have no idea how much their age gap is, but I think optically people wouldn't like it. Even if it was only like 4 years or something and they're both adults, people wouldn't like it. Collaboration that's going in blind, going in different directions. Getting better from nightmares. Knight of Cups. Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, that's it. Like, she views him favorably. It's a vibe. He kind of wants her. I think he's going through his own thing at the moment. They might have something in the future, but that's so tentative. It's like, there's a door open. It's not like they'd be a poor match together. If they got together and people found out about it and it was, like, real, I don't think it would go... People would be very upset. Because it's K-pop. But good for them, honestly, vibe.